We want you to picture something. You're alone, it's freezing cold, and you're sitting in a small steel box 140 meters in the air.
Just dangling above the tree line. Nothing around you but wind and darkness.
This is where we find our crane operator, Marcus. He's up there for a reason, child support payments, trying to prove to the courts he's a reliable father. He's a man under a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And he has two things up there with him to cope. One is an illegal bottle of whiskey, to keep the shakes at bay.
And the other is a children's paperback on his lap, a gift from his daughter, Ellie. It's called Field Guide to North American Cryptids.
Mm-hmm. And that book is everything. There's a sticky note from Ellie, used as a bookmark. And it reads, "Don't get eaten, Dad. You're too grumpy for that."
A kid's joke. But it hangs in the air, doesn't it? Because in that moment, as he's listening to the normal crackly radio traffic, everything is about to change.
The routine just shatters. A new voice cuts through the static, and it's pure panic.
Hang on, the voice says. There's something down by the tree line.
And from his perch, Marcus peers down. The whole construction site is lit up by floodlights, casting these long, distorted shadows.
Voices on the radio, they're escalating. It's not a bear. It's not a moose. And then he sees them. The workers are running.
They're scattering. And then something breaks from the darkness. It's described as low to the ground and fast. Unbelievably fast.
It tackles one of the workers, just takes him down, limbs everywhere. A second man tries to be a hero, tries to intervene.
And the thing. It just intercepts him, lifts him clean off his feet.
This is a grown man.
Yeah, and slams him into a floodlight tower. The whole tower just buckles and comes crashing down.
Right onto the fuel cage.
And you can imagine what happens next. It's not a slow burn, it's an instant inferno. The fire just leaps from one trailer to the next. The whole site goes up.
And through the screams, through the static, Marcus has this horrifying realization.
It's not just a creature chasing people.
No.
It's hunting.
Deliberately. The fire gives Marcus his first real look at it. It stops for a second near a burning fuel drum, half lit by the flames. And the description is just wrong. The elbow joints are too high on its arms. It has no clothes. And from its head, huge black twisting antlers.
It's crouched low, like an animal. But as the fire starts to lick at the base of the crane, the thing does something else.
It rears up, stands fully upright. It takes one step back, looks straight at the crane's steel ladders, and begins to climb.
Slow, steady, rung after rung, coming right for him.
He scrambles back into the cab, slams the rear door, locks it. But the smoke is already pouring in, thick and hot. It's burning his eyes, his lungs.
He's trapped, 140 meters up with an inferno below.
And
coming up. He panics. I mean, what do? He sees the heavy steel fire extinguisher strapped to the wall. It's his only idea, his only weapon.
It's a total long shot, a Hail Mary.
He cracks the hatch open, leans out into this blast of heat and smoke. He aims for the creature's head, and he lets it drop.
And misses. The canister just ricochets off its support bar, clatters all the way down, completely useless. But the creature, it notices. It freezes on the ladder. One long, spindly limb is hooked over the rail. And then it slowly tilts its head up.
And Marcus sees its face.
Yeah. For the first time he sees its face, it's bone white. A skull, long and narrow, more like a deer than a person.
With these black, hollow eye sockets. And the antlers are thin, charred, and clawing backward over its head. He knows, even through the smoke, that it sees him. It has found him.
He grabs the radio, screaming into it, "Something is climbing the goddamn tower! Is anyone alive?"
But all he gets back is static. And this clicking, hissing sound. He's completely, utterly alone.
It's here that his mind flashes back. 3 days earlier, he's behind a trailer with his buddy, Kyle.
And Kyle pulls out this crumpled napkin. Inside is a tooth. It's sharp yellow, and it looks human.
Kyle said he'd found more teeth, bones. He reported it, but the foreman just brushed it off.
Called it Old Dimple Waste. Said there used to be a field hospital there or something.
But Kyle wasn't buying it. He said that doesn't explain the weird bones.
Right. And you have to understand the context of this land. The company was clearing a huge stretch of forest for condos, land that had been untouched for decades.
Too steep, too remote, even for the fire crews back in the 70s. They were digging up something old, something that had been sleeping.
Which brings us back to the cab. Back to the shaking, terrified Marcus.
He looks at his phone. Of course, no signal. He reaches for the whiskey, his hands trembling, and his eyes fall on the book. Ellie's book.
It's lying face down. He picks it up, opens it to the page her sticky note was marking.
And there it is. A hand-drawn illustration. Tall, thin, crawling on all fours. A skull for a face. and sharp, twisted antlers.
It's an exact match.
And the title of the page, in big, bold letters, The Wendigo.
The book's description is chillingly specific. It says the creature is born of winter, of starvation, and of cannibalism, that it can never be full. The more it eats, the thinner and hungrier it gets.
And suddenly all these little weird details from the past week just click into place.
Like the smell.
Exactly. This persistent rot smell, sour and kind of meat-sweet, like a wet animal hide. It had been hanging around the site all week, he realizes now. That was the smell of the creature.
And the cold. It had been so much colder than the forecast predicted. A deep, unnatural cold that got into your bones, even in the heated cab.
The book confirms it, the Wendigo. It brought the cold with it.
He dares to look out the hatch one more time. The thing is closer now. So much closer. He can see it clearly. It's more bone than skin. All sharp angles and joints. Its spine sticks out like a row of knuckles.
And its head is tilting this impossible way, sniffing the air. Sniffing for him.
The time is up. He frantically flips through the book, looking for a weakness. Anything.
And he finds it. One sentence. The creature has an aversion to fire and can be stopped by burning it to death.
Fire.
Fire! And that's when he gets it. The big insight. The Wendigo wasn't climbing the tower for him. Not at first.
No, it was climbing because it had nowhere else to go.
It was fleeing the heat. The fire at the base was driving it right up the ladder, right to his front door.
He had accidentally cornered it.
He looks at the whiskey bottle in his hand. He stops thinking of it as a drink. He realizes it's flammable.
He tears a strip of flannel from his rucksack, wedges it into the neck of the bottle to act as a wick. He fishes out Kyle's old, scratched-up lighter.
A Molotov cocktail. His one and only chance.
The creature is just minutes away from the cab now. He can hear it scraping on the metal.
He throws the hatch open, nearly gags on the wall of heat. He lights the rag. It catches instantly. He raises the bottle, and with everything he has, he throws it.
And it's a direct hit. The bottle shatters against the creature's skull.
The whiskey splashes down its neck and shoulders, clinging to its dry skin, and it just ignites.
And the thing screams, a sound that the text describes as a high, gurgling howl that actually burst Marcus's eardrums.
It struggles, its burning hands clutching the steel rungs, but the fire is crawling all over its back. It shrieks one more time, loses its grip, and it falls.
Marcus just listens. He hears the sickening thud and crack as it hits steel bars on the way down, cartwheeling end over end until it disappears into the smoke and fire below.
And then, silence.
Nothing but the creak of cooling metal and the wind. He just sits there for hours, totally wrung out, not knowing if it's really over.
But then the sky starts to lighten. It's dawn, and he hears it. The first faint sirens in the distance.
Rescue's coming. He has to start the climb down. It's agonizing. His knees are like jelly. His palms are slipping on the rungs.
He finally makes it to the bottom and just collapses. Responders catch him, shouting for oxygen, throwing a warm blanket over him.
But he looks past them, back to the base of the ladder.
And it's there, a blackened body, long, twisted, and curled in the wreckage. The antlers are shattered. One leg is gone. The flesh is waxy and gray, fused to the bone.
It was never, ever going to move again.
One of the crewmen says to him, "Man, you are lucky."
But Marcus just shakes his head. He reaches into his jacket, and his fingers find the edge of Ellie's book. He wasn't lucky.
He just whispers, "Not luck, just fire."
The whole account is just. It's a profound warning, isn't it? He survived because he understood an ancient rule. He used the creature's one great fear against it.
And it leaves you with this deeply unsettling thought. They were clearing a forest that had been left alone for generations. They woke something up.
So if a creature like that, a thing born of pure hunger and cold, was just sleeping under the roots, waiting for the sound of our excavators.
What else might be down there? What other ancient terrors are we waking up every time we decide to build something new?